Hi everyone, it's Wendy. I'm making these little pockets today. They are made with a circle of paper, and I've seen this a few times on Pinterest and floating around YouTube, but the one I did watch last week while I was away on holiday, I think it was Kelly, but I will check where I found it and I will link her tutorial below. But I just thought they looked really nice, and I thought instead of using double-sided paper like this one, I would use Bookpages. So last night I sat with my glue stick and made a few, stuck some book pages together, but I'll go through that with you. I'll just quickly show you a couple of these. I've just used scraps of card to make the tags, like so. So you've got a pocket at the back there. In fact, you've got sort of two pockets because it does split open like so. Then you've got one there, so you can put as many tags as you want to in there. So obviously I put the taller one at the back, then a shorter one in front, and just some bits in front. So I've used all the same material for the ties at the top. This one I've decorated up all using red twine. So that has just got, oh, I've got a little sticker there. I'll just put that to one side. So that's the pocket there. Can you see inside there? So one pocket and another one there, but I've just got two little tags in there. And these tags I've not decorated yet because I don't know which journal I shall be putting them in. And it depends how deep the pockets are as to when you fold it up. So I'll go through all that with you anyway and show you how I've made them. I did make the first one, that one, for my junk journal class. So that was last Tuesday. So I'm sure as I'm filming this, it is Monday, so I've not actually had the class yet. So I think they look pretty nice, and let's go through it with you now. So I pulled some book pages out. Now this is quite thick paper. This is a little bit thinner. So I'm using two of the thicker ones and two of the thinner ones. And I just got my glue stick. And I have found that some of the glue sticks over here in Spain aren't as good, so I do try to get Pritt stick, which is quite a good one. So I just put a glue down to make a seam initially there and stick that together. Doesn't have to be neat because I'm going to draw around a circle. Now this one I'm putting glue all over. I'm not bothered about getting right to the edge because it's going to be cut into a circle. It doesn't really matter as such. So glue that one down, and then the fourth one, I'm not bothered either about which way the text is going, because it's going to be folded, so it's all going to be going different ways anyway. This glue stick's gone a bit soft. It's so hot in here today, and we're still only in May as I film it. So I'm gluing that one onto there. Yeah, I did glue up to the edge there. Like I say, it doesn't matter. So that is glued down. Any bits that are sticking, not quite stuck down, it doesn't matter. And I'll show you why in a minute. Now I could die cut this, but at the moment I'm just going to draw around it. Just then I can get all the filming done. So I'm just going to draw around that circle. Obviously you can do these bigger or smaller. The ones I cut out last night were using a side plate. You could use a dinner plate to make them even bigger. And I'm just going to cut this with my scissors. I'm going to try and just go inside the line I've drawn, then you don't see it. And like I say, it doesn't matter if you haven't got all the edges glued, because I can go over those again with my fine tipped glue bottle. I'm going to keep all these off cuts as well, because I'm going to punch butterflies out of them, which I've told you before, I try not to waste anything. Right, so that is near enough as neat as it gets. Like I said, keeping all these to one side. Now I'm just checking, I've got my fine tip glue here, just checking under here to make sure it's all glued down, because I found to my error that these seams can hinder the pockets inside. So I'm just double checking that seems to be glued down, and I'm checking the edges around there. That does seem to be all okay. Now I'm going to leave this one to dry, but I am going to pull in one that I did last night, so this is nice and dry, and I'm going to get my scoreboard. Now these book pages, some of them are in Dutch, I think it is, so I'm not sure what they're actually saying, but most of it's going to be covered up anyway. So I'm going to have this as my folding in. Now I'll show you why. This is the center point on my scoreboard, this where this little heart is. So I'm going to line up, I'm trying to get this text fairly at right angles to there, if you see what I mean. So I'm going down. Now I'm not going to score that one, but I'm looking at the sides here and trying to get 5 centimetre line and the 25 centimetre line sort of on the edge, so that I know that the heart there is in the middle. So if I score on the 10 line like so, and the 20 centimetre line, I know that that's going to practically fold in to the middle quite well, like so, and that side. They don't have to meet exactly in the middle, because that is going to be covered up. Okay, so that's scored and folded. Now I'm putting my one side up to the top again, and you can have this fold as deep as you want. You don't want it halfway, because then that's going to fold up exactly to the top. So you want it a bit lower. So my sides are about 6, that's 14, about 17 centimetres from that point to that point. So I'm going to score it on the 17 centimetre line, like so. And that folds up to make your lower pocket. I'm just reinforcing all those folds. Now you're thinking, how do you get your pockets on this side? So that is quite easy, and I did think the same myself when I was watching the tutorial. So you unfold it. I'll just put a pen mark here, then you can see. So you've got your fold lines there and up there. So this line here and here, just where it meets that fold there, you're going to cut with your scissors along the fold line. Now I just take a tiny wedge out of there. Just then, when you fold it up, it doesn't hinder it. And the same on this side. A tiny wedge out. Let's get rid of those. So you fold your 2 in like that, so you've got your pocket there. You fold that up, and that's why we cut the little wedges out here, so that when that folds up, it doesn't hinder that fold. Then you fold these back like so, and that creates your pockets there. So you need to ink up your edges if you want them inked, which I do. And that's going to be the front pocket there. Now I'm not bothered about that pen line at the moment, because I will be hiding that with some words or quotes. So just bear with me while I ink these edges. I must admit, it was nice to get back from holiday. We were away for about 9 or 10 days, and it was hard work doing city walking. See, I've just got to where the glue hasn't quite taken there, so I'm just going to get my fine tip glue and just put some in there. Yeah, walking around cities is not for me and John anymore. My legs were so tired. It was really hard work. So we've decided no more city walking. It's I think we're getting too old. So if I'm like this at 66, God knows what I'm going to be like at 76. Right, back to what we're doing. So open your folds out, and you want to just put a little line of glue along here first, on each side, and just fold that in and let that take. And here you want to go up this side with a line of glue, then it glues to here and there. Fold that up and press that down and let that take. Okay, then fold your flaps in and put a bead of glue along that one, like so, and along this one, like so. So I'm just holding that till it takes properly. Okay, so that is your pocket there. There is a pocket in there as well. There's and all that. Now to hide this pen line here, what I did on this one, I've got some little thin pieces of card in my sort of wasty scraps. See these thin pieces? So what I'm going to do is just glue those on there, just at the ends, so it doesn't hinder the pocket. But I'm just going to quickly ink the top piece there. So I'm going to put this one in, like I say, just glue the ends and pull it down to the bottom so that it just hides my pen marks. Obviously you won't have a pen mark, I just put them on to show you where to cut. And that goes, fits alongside that one, so it doesn't hinder the pocket there. Okay, like so. Now the tags can be made from any pieces of card that you've got left. I have some little tags in this scrap box. These were sort of misprints. You see how they're going a bit purple? Which I'm not too bothered about, because you won't really notice it when it's inked up at the edges. Just inking round. Now to give these some strength when you punch your holes, another one of my strips here, I just cut some little squares, just so, little tiny ones like that. Just ink up a little bit if you want to, like I say, I try not to waste anything. Glue those onto the top of your tag, like so. Try and get it in the middle on the other one. So that's 2 tags ready to go nearly. I'm going to get my crocodile. I'm just using the smallest hole and I'm going to punch into the middle of there, and the same with that one. Just eyeball it. Now I've got some threads here. This is how I keep my little bits of thread, and a bulldog clip, and I try and choose some colours. That one's okay. This is all the same wool, those 2 pieces, so I'm just going to use those 2. This has got sort of a pinky grey tinge to it. In fact, this was wool that I crocheted myself a cardigan with. Save all my little bits of wool, no matter, you know, if they're a decent length for a tag. Right, I'll cut those the same length, so they can slot in there. So that's the first 2 tags done. I'm going to find a word to cover that gap up there. Let me get my word folder here. I want something that's a similar width to the Be Gentle. Oh, look on the bright side. That's okay. We'll use that one. Just chop that one. And I'll ink the edges of this. The file out of the way. Now I'm not decorating the tags up today because, like I said, I don't know what type of journal I'm going to use these pockets in, so until I know that, I'm not going to decorate the tags. So that's just going to stick on there just to hide this join. Like so. Okay, like that. Now 2 more tags, or you can put 3 in or 4 in. I've got, she said, a folder, there it is, with my offcuts of card in. So because this has got a tinge of purple and the twine's got a bit of pink in, this is just an offcut of purple card. It's got glittered, I think they've glittered hearts on, to be honest. So I'm measuring the width of my pockets, which is about 10 centimetres in total, but I'll cut them at about 9 so that they easily slide in. And I'm just using my guillotine at the side here. So that would do for one. And then these are a little bit shorter. I'm just going to cut that in half, and I'm using my corner rounder because I like the pockets tags just rounded a little bit, like so. Leave them blank on the back, then they can be used for journaling. Now I'm going to make a tag shape. Just take the corner. I'll not do all these on camera, I'll just do one with you. But I'll do the same on all 3 of them and ink the edges. And I'm going to use a circle out of my stash, a punched circle on each one. So I've got 3 tags, so I want 3 circles. And I'm going to ink one of those, put those to the side for the other 2. Like I say, I'll just do this one with you. stick this one on again like I did with these in the middle at the top of the tag, like so. Get the crocodile, punch it through, just eyeball it, and I need some more twine. Now I have got some more of that pinky colour again. This is another way I keep some off cuts. That's one. Like I say, it's all this pinky grey colour. Put that one through. And that's another tag done. So I'll not do the other two, but we'll just put them in the pockets just to show you. So that's the tallest one, so I'm putting that one at the back. This is the next size, so I'm going to put that in one of the pockets there. And the next one in the pocket there, and then the two shorter ones at the back. And you can decorate this up as much as you want. I've got some bits and numbers in here. You can use it, these, any bits you've got, any bits of ephemera. I've got stickers, flower stickers, which I think I have put sort of on the pocket there. Or some of these bits like lilac-y because my printer was going. So I'm going to do that one because it's just tucks into the pocket. And I'm going to glue it down just so that when you take the tags out, you do see something behind instead of the book pages. Like so. I'll find a purple flower somewhere, or see there's little bits here. They could just be stuck on there. Any bits you've got left, any ephemera, any misprints. Like so. Just to give you some idea. So, like I said, that is one tag, two tags, three tags, 4 tags and 5 tags. Okay, so I would love you to be a subscriber and hit the notification bell as well, then you know when my videos go out. I generally do them every Saturday, and I shall see you next time. Bye.